It is time for your SmackDown review. To be exact, it's time for your first SmackDown review of 2023 even. Wish it was 2003 when wrestling was good. Anyway, it's 2023, the 6th of January. And I wish I could get as excited as Sami Zayn did tonight when he witnessed the Usos retain the WWE Tag Team Championships against the team of Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. He literally had a popcorn orgasm, man. He fucking flew up in the air. The popcorn went everywhere. It amused Roman Reigns, and Sami Zayn obviously enjoyed the win. But I mean, what was he expecting? Doesn't he realise he's in the Bloodline? Doesn't he realise that the Bloodline have literally dominated and held the belts hostage now for like 100 million years? Of course the Usos were going to win, but Sami Zayn is like experiencing it as if he's just lost his virginity for the first time or something, and it was a routine win for the Bloodline. Let's get it right here. Anyway, we kick off the first SmackDown with the Bloodline. They come out, they're destroying the place. Then Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. The Tribal Chief, he gets in the ring. He asks everyone to acknowledge him. He says that last week he wants Sami to speak. Sami starts speaking, and then Reigns says last week he didn't lose, it was Sami that lost. Sami's shoulders were on the mat. Then he spoke about how Sami guaranteed a win last week but didn't deliver. Reigns asks Sami, does he think he is the Tribal Chief? He's trying to do things that the Tribal Chief does. He then berates Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's pure bricking it. And it looks like Sami Zayn could be getting kicked at the Bloodline here. Reigns is yelling at Sami Zayn. He's asking Sami, does he want to be the new Tribal Chief? Does he want to be the Universal Champion? Does he want to take over the Bloodline? And then Kevin Owens' music hits, and Kevin Owens makes this... He makes a save, but it was like a fairball save. He comes out and just says that Reigns needs to relax, take a deep breath. He says that Reigns' problem isn't with Sami Zayn, it's with him, because he knows that Owens is a threat to his title. Then Owens says that he wants a match at the Royal Rumble, and Reigns is like, right, okay, you've got it. You have your match. It's official. Well, we don't know if it's official, but Roman Reigns has accepted the challenge. Adam Pearce is the man that makes things official. But Reigns says that if he does beat Owens, he wants him to go away and leave forever. So they didn't quite add a stipulation here, but by the way they made this match, and with Roman Reigns' request, it sounded like that Roman Reigns wanted Kevin Owens to leave if Kevin Owens was unsuccessful in winning the belt. So I'm not too sure. I don't know what's happening. Although Kevin Owens didn't hint at that at all. He kind of hinted more at the fact that he would leave and he wouldn't show back up until the Royal Rumble. So this was a bit of a mess. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. You know, it was an okay start to SmackDown, but I feel like we've seen this Bloodline stuff way too many times before. How many times has Sami Zayn thought he was out? How many times have people been angry with Sami Zayn just to, you know, fall back in love with him or be friends with him again? It's rinse and repeat, really, at the end of the day. Then we come back for a break. We see a BMW pop up, and it is Charlotte Flair. She hops out and she enters the building. Honestly, could not give a shit about Charlotte Flair. Then we get Kofi Kingston versus Santos Escobar. By God, Legado del Fantasma's debut on the main roster has been absolutely ruined. I enjoyed them in NXT, but they're just another team that jobs out on SmackDown. But they didn't job out the night. They got the win. Escobar hit the Phantom Driver on Kingston. Woods was on the outside, but because Selena Vega stood in front of him, there's like this invisible wall. So in WWE, when a woman stands in front of a man, he just can't do anything. You know, she's literally got him held hostage. So Xavier Woods couldn't help his teammate. He just had to watch as Kingston got beat up by Legado del Fantasma because Woods is not allowed to do any. I mean, what kind of world, what kind of stupid fucking world do we live in here? This is dumb. Why can't... I'm not saying striker, but if Woods is looking across like the ring and he sees Kofi Kingston getting beat up here by these three Mexicans, if Selena Vega's standing in front of him, why can't he just push his way past her? Or push her to the side and then go and help Kofi? I mean, what kind of friend is he? What kind of teammate is he? What kind of brother is he where he will literally just stand there because Selena Vega's standing in front of him and just watch Kofi Kingston get taken advantage of and beat? You know, this does not make sense. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know, could you imagine back in the day where, let's say, DX and the DX, who was teaming up with DX and like the Corporation? Could you imagine they're beating down Undertaker? They're beating down Undertaker in the middle of the ring, right? Say this is like 2000. They're beating down Taker. It's about 10-on-1. Kane's music hits. Kane makes his way down to the ring. He gets down to the ringside area, but Stephanie McMahon Helmsley stands in front of Kane, and Kane just can't do anything. So he just has to look as DX, Test, Bossman, and all those guys continue to beat down his brother. Would that have happened? Would it have? Fuck. First of all, Stephanie wouldn't have went near Kane. And if she did, she would have got chokeslammed, she would have got pushed out the way, she would have got a big boot for her trouble. But for some reason, in 2023, fuck no, the power of women just stops men in their tracks. It's garbage. It is absolute garbage. And this whole thing was garbage. Cole then confirmed we're getting Owens versus Roman Reigns for the title at Royal Rumble. Again, do we really care? Is Owens going to beat Reigns? No, he's not. No, he's not. We just need to get to Mania, and we just need to hope that he fucking loses the belt. Sami Zayn tries to go into Roman Reigns' locker room, but Paul Heyman stops him. He says that Reigns doesn't really want to speak to him right now. Then the Usos and Solo Sikoa walk up, and they're allowed to enter, but Sami Zayn isn't. Heyman recalls how last week he told Zayn that you need to be 3 steps ahead at all times on the island of Revelry, but even 3 steps down the road would be bad timing. Heyman, I honestly didn't get that. Heyman says he thinks about this. Heyman tells Sami Zayn to think about this. I still love you. So Heyman loves Sami Zayn, but apparently Roman Reigns does not. Heyman then enters the locker room. Sami Zayn is left outside looking confused. Honestly, why can't Sami Zayn just see here that the Bloodline's using him? The Bloodline is treating him like shit, but he can't see it. Kevin Owens can see it, but Sami Zayn can't. I feel like, I don't know what's going to happen. I think when Sami Zayn does eventually exit the Bloodline, I've got a feeling that Kevin Owens will save Sami, but they could perhaps do it the other way about, where Sami could leave the Bloodline and save Kevin Owens. But I mean, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Then we've got a Liv Morgan promo talking about how everyone wants to be number 30. Then she basically just offered to be number 1. This was a crap promo. Then we get LA Knight doing a wee promo about his match against Bray Wyatt at the Rumble. Apparently Bray Wyatt's got a broken finger, by the way, so I don't even know if it'll go ahead. But Bray Wyatt wasn't here tonight, and LA Knight just talked about when the lights go down at the Rumble, Bray Wyatt's lights will go out. I mean, that was a nice wee insult, but there was nothing here. This whole feud just doesn't make sense. LA Knight's great, but he shouldn't be feuding with Bray Wyatt. He just shouldn't be. It doesn't make any sense. They're nothing alike, you know. It's dumb. It really is dumb. It's a clash. They just do not link together. There's no chemistry between them. You couldn't have two gimmicks that are like further away from each other. So having these two in a rivalry just doesn't really work. We see last week that Emma slapped Scarlett. Scarlett didn't do anything, and then Cross just like looked at Emma and says, "You're going to regret that." Why is she going to regret it, Cross? It's not like you can do anything. You big fucking bitch. I mean, what's Cross going to do? Doesn't matter whether Emma slaps Scarlett. Doesn't matter if Emma slaps Cross. I mean, Emma could literally pull a gun. In WWE's logic, Emma could pull a gun out, shoot Scarlett dead, and Cross can't do anything because Emma's a woman and he's a man. So it's alright, Cross making threats, but at the end of the day, what's he going to do? He ain't going to do nothing. Then we get the tag team match, mixed tag. People were desperate. People have been crying to see, I want to see Scarlett wrestle in WWE. Well, we've seen it tonight. Were you happy? Were you impressed? Because I wasn't. I wasn't impressed at all. Just boring. Karrion Kross and Scarlett win. But again, like I said, I could have went without this. I did not need to see a Scarlett match. It wasn't very good. Cole touts, and then Cole's talking about the SmackDown ratings for last week. He talks about how they were the highest they were in over 2 years, and he says a large part of that was because of Ronda Rousey's title match with Raquel Rodriguez, Cole, you absolute liar. You lying piece of shit. Nobody cares about Ronda Rousey. Nobody cares about Raquel Rodriguez. Nobody cares about the women's division. The ratings was the highest in 2 years because of one man, and that man is John Cena. Now, maybe you didn't see him last week, but trust me, he was there, and he's the reason why 2.6 million people were also there watching. It was nothing to do with Ronda Rousey or Raquel Rodriguez or the returning Charlotte Flair. The YouTube videos prove that. If you look at the views, you will see that people were watching Cena on YouTube and people were watching SmackDown on TV to see Cena. It's as simple as that. And I guess you just can't see him, Cole, because you're either a liar, brain dead, or you're well, it's either one of the two. It doesn't matter if he's just going by what WWE tell him to say. He's lying, straight up lying. Then we had Sheamus and Drew McIntyre apparently in a bar. They were in a bar, and then they said they were going to win tonight because they put on banger after banger after banger. This banger after banger after banger shit doesn't really go anywhere. It's literally just repeating a word. It's not great. It's not brilliant. It's not funny. It's just boring. I don't get it. It's childish. Then Flair comes out, cuts a promo, horrible promo, basically buried Ronda Rousey, and does Flair not realise we all fucking hate you, we don't like you, you suck. People were happy that he came out and beat Ronda Rousey because they despise Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey might be the worst promo person of all time, but that doesn't mean people like Charlotte Flair. I guarantee you, right, Ronda Rousey will, if Ronda Rousey stays away from WWE, in a month's time, people will be booing the hell out of Charlotte Flair again because they don't want her to be champion. But so DePhil comes out and says that Flair beat a tired Ronda Rousey. How would Flair get on against a fresh fighter? They have a match and Charlotte Flair squashes Sonya Deville. What's the point? I don't know, because I guess because her name's Flair she has to win, but boring. Absolutely boring. Then we got a Rumble qualifying match between Ricochet and Top Dollar. Ricochet wins, and then Top Dollar and Shit Row. Top Dollar and Shit Row then turn heel. It doesn't really matter. They suck anyway. They don't get a reaction, face or heel. They beat down Ricochet, and then big gay skinny red jeans comes out, the big pussy among men, Braun Strowman, to make the save. So yeah, who knows, maybe we'll get Ricochet Strowman versus Shit Row soon. Then we get Sami Zayn enter Roman Reigns' locker room. Sami Zayn says he wants to apologise. Reigns says he doesn't accept his apology. Reigns says the reason he doesn't accept this apology because it wasn't right. He didn't deserve to be shouted at, therefore it should be Reigns that is apologising to Sami. Sami says you don't need to do that. Sami accepts the apology. Then Heyman says you've got a chance to make up to Reigns next week because he's going to let you go one-on-one with Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn's like, don't worry, we'll get it done. Or wait, I'll get it done. So yeah, Sami Zayn versus Owens next week. And then Sami's going to leave, but Reigns tells him, no, sit here and watch the tag team title match with me, and this pleases Sami Zayn. So he gets to sit with Roman Reigns and watch the Undisputed Tag Team title match. Surprised he didn't sit on his lap, to be honest, but nah, they didn't do that. They had separate chairs. Then we get the match, tag team match. It was okay. It was just boring, I'm not going to lie. I mean, how many times have we seen this combination? How many times have we seen, like, the Bloodline? Now, any member you want, right? Doesn't matter. The Usos, Solo, Reigns. How many times have we seen some form of Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, and McIntyre? Over the past like 6 months, I feel like that has been the feud. It's been non-stop. Now, there's been different combinations and stuff like that, but it's the same fucking shit, and I'm tired of it. I'm bored of it. They need to do something else. Nobody wants to see this. The Usos end up winning. Backstage, Sami Zayn's going wild. He fucking throws his popcorn up in the air. Reigns is like laughing, and then the Usos make it their way to the back when their music's playing, and that's it. The SmackDown goes off the air with the announcers hyping Zayn versus Kevin Owens for next week, man. Honestly, I didn't think this was a good show. Out of the 3 WWE shows, I'm actually going to say this was the worst one of the week. Some of the Bloodline promos were okay. I didn't mind the Bloodline promos, but honestly, apart from that, there was nothing. You know, the matches all sucked tonight. I didn't enjoy the main event. I thought it was boring. Just again, I'm sick of seeing these two different factions feuding. It's been way too long, way too boring. So yeah, I'm going to give it. Plus, you go from Cena to, you know, Cena to no Cena. It sucks. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10, guys. That's it for me. Yeah, the worst WWE show of the week, I think, in my opinion. So that's it. Let me know what you thought down below. I'll catch you in the next one. But yeah, 2 out of 10 for me. I mean, I'm looking forward to Royal Rumble because I always look forward to Royal Rumble. I like the Rumble pay-per-view. I like the concept of the match. You know, winner moves to WrestleMania. High stakes. It's a fun match. You know, 30 men competing, getting thrown over the top rope. What's not to like about the Rumble? So hopefully we can get some better shows as we head to the Rumble, and then hopefully the Rumble itself will be pretty good. And I'm actually intrigued to see how Cody Rhodes returns. I want Cody Rhodes to win the belt. At this stage, I want anybody to beat Reigns, but I think Cody Rhodes has got the best chance, so hopefully it will be Cody Rhodes. If it's not The Rock, it'll be Cody Rhodes. That's the way I see it. So yeah, the sooner the better. Hurry up, get WrestleMania 39 around, and then get the belt off Roman Reigns. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, thanks for watching. Been for Wrestling. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and peace.